What's good, YouTube land? That Word Collector here. Today I will be reviewing Transformers Titans Return Deluxe Class Mindwipe, the second of the three original G1 Decepticon Headmasters, because I can't find Weird Wolf. So, taking a look at the packaging, there's the figure obviously wrapped there. It's alt mode, his name with his Headmaster's name. There's a nice piece of artwork up here of Mindwipe in mid-decapitation, Transformers, Generations logo. On the other side, you have that same piece of artwork right there. On the bottom, you just get words and things, and made in Vietnam. And on the back, you have your obligatory product shots, 16 steps, Headmaster, Mindwipe, control over other bot central processors, making them servants that do his bidding, is basically the bio on Vorath. And then the cross cell with ape-face, wolf wire. Now, I guess he's not weird anymore, although he's still pretty weird. Astro chain, which I really want to get, and leader Soundwave. And just showing you where the Titan Master fits in the beast mode. That's basically it for the packaging. I'm going to get him out and we're going to take a look at him. So here he is opened up and have his packaging and his beast mode. And it is a bat! Man. Here is the collector's card with text specs for Mindwipe and Vorath. Here are the instructions, which I can never Yeah, that's why I think of instructions after I use them. And, for comparison, before we get into the bat, I am the knight. Here he is with Skull Smasher, his teammate or buddy, I don't really know. And here he is with Twinferno. There you go. So yeah, he's a bat. He's purple, he's black, and he's brown. And I don't think he's standing up straight. There we go. Yeah, it was a very weird alt mode, but it is Mindwipe. So yeah, just gotta go with it. Apparently Mindwipe's gimmick is he can hypnotize people, hence the name Mindwipe. I guess. That's all I know, but whatever. He looks incomplete. Like, it looks like he's missing a lot in here. It's all bare wiring, basically. Like, you can see all the joints. Like, there's nothing. It's not a very complete bat mode, in my opinion, but you have a nice wingspan with quite a bit of molded detail. You've got his stomach, which opens up to reveal his Titan Master. You got the bat head with a little bit of either black or gunmetal gray on the ears. Coming around to the back, you've got his tail, which is his gun, and this giant chunk which turned into a weapon, which I'm not the biggest fan of because it pegged in right there, but this peg is way too loose. Like, It's, yeah, it'll fall off pretty easily. But the less said about that, the better. And in the back, you can kind of see he has visible hand syndrome. They're right there, and visible feet. But there's a nice little bit of silver on what will become the robot mode feet, or excuse me, knees. Knees, god damn it, he's got knees. We do have a little bit of articulation in this mode. The tail, just gonna leave it off to the side. The wings are on a hinge here, a hinge here, and a hinge here. And this end piece is a very soft plastic. The same on the other side. The head can come unpegged and do that if you want, but it also has a little bit of opening mouth action because it is soft plastic. Well, actually, the mouth is on a pin. But you got nice, fully painted silver teeth, some nice green eyes. I think that's green, and a whole lot of purple. His legs are on ball joints, but they peg into the wings back here. So you got nothing there. If you want, you can unpeg the wing, and then you got a full ball joint with a hinge. So you can kind of do this. Like, okay. Those legs are the robot mode shoulders, so I guess we'll get more into that. There is a mushroom peg or whatever. I'll get into it in a robot mode, but there is articulation here and here. And you've got these back wings, which are on a hinge right here. They are soft plastic as well, and they're also on a transformation joint. I want to see if you can do that iconic, was it the vampire pose where you... Is it a vampire pose where your wings are in front? Oh yeah, you gotta turn the... There you go. Now he's a vampire. Like with your cape in front of you. Getting ready to fly, I guess? But nonetheless, I guess we have to get to transformation, which is weird, definitely. You start by taking out that peg, the chest plate, I guess. It's not broken yet. There you go. Take out the target master, flip the head down, and it does actually, this right here, pegging right there. And you want to prop it up like that. You're going to want to flip him around, fold the hips down, use those 3 hinges to collapse the leg in on itself, and then it pegs right into that slot right in there. Not very well because it's soft plastic, but whatever. And then fold the foot down like so. You can do the same thing on the other side. I don't think it matters where the hips, like where the hips are. There you go. There you go. And you're gonna rotate there. I'm just gonna there. Nope. Never mind. I think you want that pin. Yeah, because you want complete outward motion. Because if you do it the other way, you don't get stock straight. So you go. There's oops. I didn't pay attention to where the waist straight up. There you go. No. Okay. There, that's it. I'll figure it out eventually. You want it looking like that. So then you want to take the wings and rotate them on that joint and fold them to the back just for a second. You want to swing the arms down, rotate at the ball joint, focus camera. Is my camera not focusing? There we go. Rotate the ball joint, swivel so the bat mode foot is on the back of his arm and hinge down his elbow, and fold out his wrist from the back of his arm. And you do the same thing on the other side. Rotate the hinge down, rotate at the ball joint, rotate the thighs at the bicep swivel, the arm thigh, fold down the arm so it's stock straight, fold out the wrist, it does nicely peg into place, and then you can play with these wings however you want. And come to the head. Guess we have to talk about the head. He's a bland, unpainted, pink and black Titan Master. There you go. He folds up into a head. And you just plug him in. And let's give Mindwipe his accessories. You take this piece, you pop out a gun, you place it in his hand, and you fold out these claws, and you fold down the peg, it's on a hinge, and you can plug it into either his hand, or what the box art shows you is more like that. So there you have Titan's Return Deluxe Class Mindwipe in his robot mode, and I'll be right back. Yeah, so for comparison, here he is again with Mindwipe. I mean, here's Mindwipe with Skull. Smasher can barely stand up. Might as well give him his gun and his tail thing. Can I plug it in his shoulder? I'll plug it in his shoulder. There. Now he really can not stand up. That's something I've never tried before. Using it as a hand covering weapon? God. This is taking way too long. There he is. There are the two headmaster buddies. And here he is next to Twin Furno again. I do kind of hope they remold this into somebody. I don't know who, but that would be pretty cool. But here is Mindwipe, and he is definitely cool. He's a chunky bro. He's a chunky fucker. I don't want to swear, but he's chunky in every place except piddly little pencil thighs. Like, geez, that's tiny. I'm spitting on the camera. I'll take a look at his gun. It's nice that he gets an actual solid gun instead of the I don't have. He gets a gun and a weapon that's a Titan Master chair. It's at least his gun isn't the Target Master chair. I mean, I assume you can plug a Titan Master. Actually, it doesn't look like you can plug a Titan Master into this, which is a surprise. But I swear this is more Wolverine than it is Batman. It's a claw with two cannons on it. I guess you can untransform his hand, but it doesn't. It sticks out a bit too far, in my opinion. If it was like, I don't know, there, actually, something like that. Wait, that's looking even worse. Never mind. I don't know. I like this guy. He definitely looks cool. I want to talk about the head, the face. Like, comparing it to the picture just has one complete visor and looks pretty angry. But if we, like, this head has a slit down the middle of the visor to make eyes and makes him look really sad. Like, it looks like he'd be crying if he could. And, just gonna look around. I don't see any places for any Titan Masters to go on, so there's none of that compatibility. I like the color placement. There's black for the chest and forearms and feet, and then purple makes up the shoulders and shins, bit of the chest, and just, yeah, I do like it. Obviously you've got some visible kibble, but that's kind of hard to, like, it's hard to not have kibble when you're going from a beast to a robot. And articulation wise, he does have the regular Titan Master neck with a ball joint, a bit of a side to side, not much up and down. He can look down a little bit, and he can flip out his legs from the back of his head. His shoulders are the beast mode hips, so there's a ball joint on a hinge right here, so you can go all the way up and hinge up in the head. You can go all the way forwards, move back a little, all the way out. You do have a bicep swivel. This is a first. You have a double jointed elbow, which is really nice to have on a toy. You can get about, let's see, about 90 degrees on one, and then you can get almost 90 degrees, but then you have to kind of, feels like it forces the plastic a little, but then you can double join it up, and it's a complete curl with kind of an invisible elbow, but whatever. His chest, nothing here. I do like the silver outline Decepticon symbol. You do have a waist swivel, which is always good. Hips are on a hinge. Basically universal motion. They can go outward completely. They can go backwards completely. They can go outwards beyond the full splits. Let's see, can he stand? No, he's at an A stance. Like, his foot is slanted, so he can't stand up in this position. But he can do full Van Damme. You do have a thigh swivel. There is a knee with pretty good range. Like, beyond 90 degrees, but you kind of have to move everything around. And if you want, you can move the wing out of the way and, I don't know, do like that. There you go. Do with that what you will. I'm plugging the wing back in. His foot is on a hinge, so it can go. It's basically for the transformation, but I guess you can actually do kind of walking poses, that kind of thing. Although this is a weird way to walk, with his arms just straight out to the side. But there, he can support that kind of pose, which is, I guess, good. There's nothing at the wrist, though, which is unfortunate. You do have that hinge. I would have liked, like, to see a swivel right in there. Like, I don't know, maybe they could have fit one in there. I'm not sure. I don't design toys for a living. But yeah, there is Titan's Return Mindwipe. He is definitely a cool figure. Like, his alt mode's properly ridiculous. His transformation's kind of fun. Like, it has some cool stuff for you complete, like, as we saw. And his weapons are meh. I mean, this thing is meh. That's about it for this guy. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Yeah. Until next time, keep it weird. I couldn't think of anything else.